Hello everyone, I am going to explain question number 8 from exercise 4.1. In this question we are given with a mathematical statement, and this mathematical statement we have to prove by using the principle of mathematical induction for all natural numbers. N belongs to capital N means for all natural numbers. So in briefly, first I am going to explain the principle of mathematical induction. Mainly the principle of mathematical induction have 3 steps. So if we are able to satisfy the 3 steps for any mathematical statement, then that mathematical statement is true for all the natural numbers. So the 3 steps are, I am writing in the rough column here, the 3 steps, and by keeping these 3 steps in our mind, we have to proceed our solution here. So first I am writing the 3 steps here. The first work is we have to assume the statement as Pn. That is our first work. Then the step 1 is, for n equal to 1, we are going to prove that P1 statement is true. This we have to prove, and if we are successfully able to prove the first step, then we have to move to the second step. In second step 4, we have to assume that let for n equal to k, the statement Pk is true. And in third step, so the second step is our assumption. We not have to prove here. That's why I wrote let n equal to k, Pk is true. Then we have to prove Pk plus 1 is true when Pk is true. So this is the 3 steps. By keeping these 3 steps in our mind, we are going to solve it. So what are the 3 steps? First we have to assume that given mathematical statement as Pn. Then for n equal to 1, we have to prove that P1 is true. So this we have to prove actually. And in second step, we have to assume, let means assumption. We have to assume that for n equal to k, Pk statement is true. Then by using the Pk statement, first we will use the Pk statement, and from that we have to bring Pk plus 1 is also true. So by keeping these 3 points in our mind, we have to start the solution here. So this is our rough column. So I want only to explain you that I am going to, this is the outline of the question. So first I am going to define the statement. Let statement Pn is defined as, so we have to assume the given statement Pn as, so 1 dot 2 plus dot means multiplication, 2 dot 2 square plus 3 dot 2 to the power cube. So dot means what here? Multiplication, plus it extended up to n multiplied by 2 to the power n, and if we add all these terms, the answer is going to be n minus 1, 2 to the power n plus 1 plus 2. So this is our mathematical statement we define. Now we have to start from the conditions first, second, third. So we will write here condition first. So on substituting n equal to 1 in left hand side of Pn statement, we get left hand side of, because n equal to 1, so instead of Pn we are going to write down P1. P1 means only the first term, so that is 1 dot 2, that is 2 only. Similarly means in the right side also I am going to, so in the right side also I am going to replace n equal to 1. So similarly right hand side of P1 statement, so wherever n is there in the right side, wherever n is there, you just write down, replace it by 1. So we will obtain 1 minus 1, 2 to the power 1 plus 1 plus 2. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So 0 multiplied by 2 to the power 2 plus 2 is only 2, because this is 0 completely and only 2 answer we obtained. So which implies our left hand side of statement P1 is equal to right hand side of statement P1. That's why we'll get here. Thus for n equal to 1, Pn is 2. Now first condition is satisfied. Now second condition is assumption. So we write here condition second. In condition second, we'll assume let for n equal to k, statement Pk is true where k is some positive integer or natural number, anything you can write down, positive integer. So first I am writing here what is Pn. Pn is Pn statement from question I am writing 1 dot 2 plus 2 multiplied by 2 square plus 3 multiplied by 2 cube plus it's extended up to n multiplied by 2 to the power n is equal to n minus 1 multiplied by 2 to the power n plus 1 then plus 2. So this is our Pn. So instead of n, if we replace n by k, then given statement is going to be 1 multiplied by 2 plus 2 multiplied by 2 square plus 3 multiplied by 2 cube plus it's extended up to k. Instead of n, we have to write down k. So k multiplied by 2 to the power k is equal to k minus 1 multiplied by 2 to the power k plus 1 plus 2. So this is our Pk statement. So condition second is satisfied. Now condition third I am to write down. Condition third. In condition third we have to prove Pk plus 1 is true whenever Pk is true. The meaning of this line is we have to take Pk statement and through Pk we have to bring Pk plus 1. So I am writing Pk statement here. That is first I am to assume this Pk statement as first equation, then I am going to write down here from equation 1 we have 1 multiplied by 2 plus 2 multiplied by 2 square plus 3 multiplied by 2 cube plus it's extended up to k multiplied by 2 to the power k equal to k minus 1 multiplied by 2 to the power k plus 1 plus 2. Now here student, we have to generalize it that if we have k here, that time the last term is k multiplied by 2 to the power k. So if we are going to have here k plus 1, then here also k plus 1 and here also k plus 1. So that term we have to introduce in the equation 1. So I am going to write down here on adding bracket k plus 1 multiplied by 2 to the power k plus 1 in both sides of above equation. So that will give us statement Pk plus 1. So the statement Pk plus 1 is going to be, so what we have to do is, this we have to write down as it is, and here we have to write down one more term, that is k plus 1 and 2 to the power k plus 1. So we have to add this term in the left side also, in the right side also, so that the equation is well balanced. So it is going to be 1 dot 2 plus 2 dot 2 square plus 3 multiplied by 2 cube plus its extended up to k multiplied by 2 to the power k plus k plus 1 multiplied by 2 to the power k plus 1 is equal to k minus 1 multiplied by 2 to the power k plus 1 plus 2, and here we have to add k plus 1 multiplied by 2 to the power k plus 1. So this term, you see this term, so this term I added in the left side also, in the right side also. Now students, in the right side we have to change it. So since first I am just explaining you in the rough, then I erase it. That students, if we have the pk statement, in that the right hand side was you can see in the here the right side was k minus 1, then 2 k plus 1 and plus 2. So if we have p k plus 1, that time both right hand side we need, that I am to calculate here. So k minus 1 means whatever you have here minus 1. So here it's going to be in the curly bracket, just write down here k plus 1 minus 1, then curly bracket close. So this one k minus 1, because if we have k, then k minus 1. So if we have k plus 1, then k plus 1 minus 1, and then 2 to the power, so it's going to be 2 to the power k plus 1 and then plus 1 and plus 2 extra. Just see here, whatever you have here, in that plus 1 you have to do. So what we have here, k plus 1, so k plus 1 plus 1 we have to do. Means the right hand side here, so this right hand side we have to arrange in this format. So now we will work for that, and this left hand side we will keep as it is, there is no problem. So right hand side only we have to solve, so that the right hand side should come in this format, then only we can say that pk plus 1 statement is true whenever pk statement is true. So we will erase it. So this I have done only to make you explain. So I hope it's clear that the right hand side in what format we need. So if we do it roughly, then it is easy for us to convert the right hand side, because we have idea that in what format we have to arrange it. So like this, compare and you can arrange it. So I am to solve the right hand side only. So here first I am going to open this bracket, means I want to mean here I am going to open this bracket. So this 2 to the power k plus 1 I am to multiply by both, and here also this 2 to the power k plus 1 I am to multiply by both. So I am to open the both brackets here, and plus 2 I am going to keep as it is in the last or in anywhere. So it is going to be k multiplied by 2 to the power k plus 1. Here I am just opening this bracket. So 2 multiplied by k is k multiplied by 2 to the power k plus 1. Then 2k plus 1 multiplied by minus 1 is only sign we will change. That will give us minus 2 multiplied by k plus 1, then plus 2 as it is. And now I am to open this bracket. So 2 to the power k plus 1 multiplied by k. So we have to write it as plus k multiplied by 2 to the power k plus 1, and then again 2 to the power, I don't have space, so I will write it down, and plus 2 to the power k plus 1. So I hope this is clear to you. These two terms I obtained when I opened this bracket. Now here students, this term and this term, they are same. So when we add them, nothing is there means 1 is there. So it's going to be, when we add here, 2 will come in front. So I hope it's clear to you. So you have to add these two terms. So it will give us 2k multiplied by 2 to the power k plus 1, and these two terms are here. This minus 2k to the power plus and my plus 2k to the power plus 1 will cancel each other. So it's going to be 0, and we are remained with only plus 2. So we write down plus 2 at back. So these two terms going to cancel each other, and I added only these two terms. That will that gave me this term, that is 2 to the power k multiplied by 2 to the power k plus 1. So now here students, here power is 1 and here power is k plus 1, so we will add them. So that will give us 2 to the power k plus 1 and plus 2 as it is. Now in next step it's going to be, now this k here with k, once I am doing plus 1 and second time I am doing minus 1, so that the meaning should not change, and then 2 to the power k plus 1 bracket plus 1 and plus 2 as it is. So I hope it's clear to you. Here they have the same base, so powers will get added, that's why power 1 and k plus 1 I added. Now this k, what I had done is, once I had done plus 1, second time I had done minus 1, so that meaning remains same. Now I am to arrange it, so it's going to be equal to curly bracket k plus 1 minus 1, then curly bracket 2 to the power small bracket k plus 1 and plus 2 as it is. So successfully we had converted the right side in the desired format. So statement p k plus 1 is true. So that's why we are going to write down here. Thus p k plus 1 is true whenever pk is true. Hence, by principle of mathematical induction got wrong here. So hence by principle of mathematical induction, hence by principle of mathematical induction, Pn is true for all n belongs to capital N's. So hence true. So this question is completed. So I hope this question is clear to you. And students, mainly this complete exercise is based on principle of mathematical induction. It has 3 steps. The first step is we have to prove statement Pn is true for n equal to 1. The second condition is we have to assume that the Pk statement is true for k, and in third condition we have to bring Pk plus 1 is true with the help of Pk. So by satisfying these 3 conditions, if we are able to successfully satisfy these 3 conditions, then we can say that the statement, mathematical statement Pn is true for all natural numbers. So I hope this question is clear, and if you have any doubt, you can write in comment so that I can clear out your doubts. Thank you.